Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can always search our past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. A quick message from Coach Goodman. Back into the dugout. Holly's going to step back in. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Tony Melton out at second base. Central on top, 2-1 here in the bottom of the first inning. That one's low. Runs it to 2-0. That one low will run it 3-0. Fouls that one off. 3 balls and 1 strike. That one outside, and we'll have runners hit first and second. 3 walks now by Bailey Hardin, starting pitcher tonight for the Bruins. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Alexis Minner. Out in there for a strike. I'll be hit on the ground. Picked up by Ashlock, gets the force. Not in time, throwing it to second. So 3 unassisted, but that does move up. Melton to third and Holly to second. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Bray Fogle, for the Trojans. Ball low. That one fouled straight back by Fogle. Evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. That catches the outside corner. That one outside. Richardson had set up outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls that one straight back. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one low, and Fogle will draw the 4th walk of the inning. And that'll load the bases for second baseman Emma Corder. Two outs. Hardiman toes the rubber. Inside corner strike again from Hardiman. That one Fouled away. 0-2 the count. Hit out towards shortstop. Madison Jones up with it over to Ashlock, and that will do it. 6-3 put out. We'll bring the inning to a close. There was 1 run on no hits, 3 runners left on base, and 1 Central Hardin error. Through 1 complete, our score: Central Hardin 2 and North Hardin 1. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, for all your real estate needs, contact Ryan. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Didn't have a chance to go down the Bruins lineup in the first inning. So we'll have Emily Bryant led off. Madison Jones hits second. Angel Ashlock hits third. Peyton Bazier hitting cleanup. Annika Nichols hitting fifth, followed by Casey Yaddy. Bailey Richardson hits seventh. Cassie Muse will hit 8th, and Macy Martin will hit 9th. For the Trojans, Maggie Terrell in the circle. Behind the dish is Lakin Miller. Going around the infield, Bray Fogel will play at third, Alexis Minner at shortstop, Emma Quarter at second, and Ariana Luna at first. In the outfield and left field, it'll be Renee Holly, center field Danielle Thompson, and in right field Tony Melton. It's going to be 8-9-1 in the lineup for the Bruins. Cassie Muse, Macy Martin, and Emily Bryant. That one outside, 1-0 the count. That one outside as well. Be popped up in the air. Minner goes back. Holly coming in. And it'll be Renee Holly making the catch for the first out of the second inning. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 15, Macy Martin. That one will be hit towards center field. Thompson there took a step in, then tried to retreat. And rounding first and sliding into second is Martin. And she'll get a 1-out double as we head back to the top of the lineup. That'll be third baseman Emily Bryant coming to the plate. Reaches out for that one, hits it towards Minner. Minner looks back. Martin at first. And the 6-3 put out does a good job holding Macy Martin at second. And now we'll head to the second batter, Madison Jones. 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a run scored. Catches the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Change up in the dirt. Martin did a good job reading it as she ready to go to the dirt. Took a couple extra steps. Good job by Miller keeping it in front of herself. Quickly got it and forced Martin to go back to second. 1-1 the count. That one's going to be foul down the third base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one hit in the air down the right field line. Melton coming over. Quarter going out from second. It hits the ground and be a foul ball. Martin will head back out to second base. Jones back to the batter's box. The count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Change up, that rip down the line. Bray Fogle quickly up with it. Cross to Luna for the 3rd out. And so there were no runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, and no North Hardin errors. Heading to the bottom of the 2nd inning. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Trojans. Grayson Lowry, Lakin Miller, and Danielle Thompson. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Trojans scored their 1 run in the opening inning on no hits, as there were 4 walks issued by Bailey Hardiman. Hardiman back into the circle for the Bruins, and it's going to bring up the designated player, Grayson Lowry. That one catches the bottom part of the zone. 0-1 now the count. That'll be fouled out. Runs the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Ball high. 1-2 the count. Swings through that one. First strikeout of the day for Hardiman. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Lakin Miller, for the Trojans. That one inside. 1-0 the count now to Miller. That one gets away from Richardson. 2 balls and no strikes. Sun shining tonight, but it is a very cold temperature outside, again with a strong wind now blowing out of right field into the third base dugout. Two and one the count. Swings through that one, evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. be hit out towards left field. Muse going back, makes the catch for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. Danielle Thompson to the plate. She's 0 for 0 with a run scored. Reached on a walk. Again, Annika Nichols comes in from second base. Emily Bryant comes in from third. Slaps at that one, fouls it back over top of the press box. 0-1 the count. That one outside, trying to get Thompson to chase. Evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hardin, 2-1 now the count. Two outs. That one slapped right to Bryant, quickly across the infield in time to get the speedy Thompson for the third out. There were no runs on no hits, no runners left on base, and no errors by the Bruins. Through 2 complete, the Bruins remain on top, 2-1 over the Trojans. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. HCEC-TV will be back on the air Thursday night, as it'll be the same 2 teams, except it'll be in baseball, as the North Hardin Trojans will travel to Cecilia to take on the Central Hardin Bruins. Start time is scheduled for 5:30. We will take all of spring break off next week. We'll come back on April the 9th, Tuesday, as it'll be baseball action, as Central Hardin will travel to Elizabethtown. And then on Thursday, April the 11th, it'll be softball action, as E-Town will travel to Central Hardin, and the scheduled time there to start is 5:30. So we come back to the top of the third inning. It'll be 3-4-5 in the lineup. Angel Ashlock, Peyton Bazier, and Annika Nichols. Maggie Terrell in the circle for the Trojans. Both teams scored in the opening inning. Central Hardin 2, North Hardin 1. And then both teams shut out in the second inning. First ball low and inside. That one well outside.
Come on, Maggie, you got this.
That one catches the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one hit hard towards Minner. Keeps it in front of her. Throw, little high. Gets away from Luna. Bounces right back to her. She throws it, and they've got it. Ashlock trying to stretch that out. E5 on the throw, but thrown out on the 3-5 put out. So with 1 out here in the top of the third, that'll bring Peyton Bazier to the plate. Bazier 1 for 1 on the ball game, ended up being stranded the opening inning at third after she had a single and advanced to third on a hit from Nichols. I'm going to hit right back up the middle. That'll be another single for Bajer. And that'll bring Annika Nichols, the second baseman, to the dish. She's 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs and a double. One and 0 the count. That one low and inside. Bajer off on the pitch. It's the stolen base. Two and 0 now the count as Nichols steps back in. Back up the middle, Minter there. Steps in front of Bajer, not allowing her to go anywhere. So the 6-3 putout puts 2 outs on the board, and it'll be Casey Gaddy to the plate. Gaddy 0 for 1. She popped out to the shortstop. Nichols is still at first. Now that Coach Goodman has gone out and spoken with both umpires. And I don't know if there was a question if Luna had pulled her foot or not. But Nichols is out, and Gaddy will step to the plate. Bajer remains at second base. That one outside. That one fouled off down the third base line. One and one now the count to Gaddy. 2 outs, runner at second. A change up high. 2 and 1 now the count. One fouled back out of the plate. Two balls, 2 strikes. That one back up the middle. Terrell makes the play, and the 1-3 putout will bring the inning to a close. So there were no runs on no hits. Sorry, there were no runs on 1 hit, 1 North Hardin error, and 1 runner left on base. So we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Score remains 2-1, Central Hardin on top. Due up for the Trojans, it'll be Ariana Luna, Tony Melton, and Renee Holly. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming. Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at muggabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Ariana Luna steps to the plate for the Trojans. She'll lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning. 0 for 1 on the day. She flew out to the left fielder. A ball low from Hardiman. That one outside. 2-0 now, the count to Luna. That one well outside and high. Casey Gaddy now warming up in the bullpen for the Bruins. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk issued to Luna. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Tony Melton. Melton reached on a walk in her first at-bat. And a stolen base and was stranded at 3rd. With that, Coach Goodman going to come out. I've got to think he's going to bring in Gaddy as she trots out of the Central Hardin dugout. And so all he will do is enter her from her designated player position. She'll be entered as the pitcher. Lineup does not change at all. Reminder, we'll be back on the air Thursday night. This will be baseball action at Central Hardin High School. They will take on the North Hardin Trojans. Scheduled start time is 5:30. Umpire comes in and lets Gaddy know the situation. There are no outs, a runner at first base. Now Melton steps into the batter's box. Squares around like she's going to bunt. Pulls it back, ball outside. Infield in just a little. Bounce squares around again, ball outside. Traditional bunt play defense from the Bruins. Third baseman Emily Bryant, first baseman Angel Ashlight rushed in. Second baseman Nichols goes to first, and the shortstop goes to second. Melton offers at that one, fouls it away. We're going to count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Swings through that one, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A change up. Melton just flicks that. Able to foul it off. That one outside as well. Now it'll be full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the strong wind that we had earlier, now the flag in center field. Line limp. And a changeup gets Melton swinging. So with 1 out, a runner at first, that's going to bring up the left fielder, Renee Holly. Holly reached on a walk in the first inning, ended up stranded at second as the first inning came to a close. Swings through that first pitch from Gaddy. Ball outside. Ball high. 1-2 now the count to Holly. That one hit in the air, high in the air. Short fly. And Madison Jones makes the catch. She'd gone back, came in as the wind kind of got it. After saying that the wind was lying down, it's now picked back up. Again, blowing in from right field. 2 outs, runner at first. It'll be Alexis Minner to the plate. She grounded out in the first inning to the first baseman. Swings at that first pitch, fouls it straight back. Ball outside, evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. That nubbed out towards second. Be a catch by Nichols. And that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So after getting the leadoff runner on, there's 3 consecutive outs by Casey Gaddy after she came in. So the end of 3, there were no runs on no hits, 1 runner left on base, and no Central Hardin errors. Our score remains 2-1 with Central Hardin on top. Due up in the top half of the 4th inning. It's going to be 7, 8, 9 in the lineup. Bailey Richardson, Cassie Muse, and Macy Martin. This is an HCEC-TV student production, a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcast of all local HCEC-TV programs, airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can always search our past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. Maggie Terrell back into the circle for the Trojans. And Lakin Miller will get in behind the dish. Bailey Richardson, the catcher for the Bruins, steps to the plate. 0 for 1 on the day as she flew out to end the first inning to the left fielder, Renee Holly. That first pitch on top of that one, that would have been a home run. That is well foul. Richardson digs back in. And the changeup from Terrell. It's Richardson way out in front. Swings through that one. Now the count 0-2. That one grounded out towards Minter, sorry. And that one gets away to the E6 as Richardson makes it to first base. And that'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Cassie Muse, the left fielder. Muse 0 for 1 as she flew out to left field. We do have a pinch runner, courtesy runner for Richardson. Can't quite make out that number. I think it's 11. He's 17, Sydney Green. Ball in the dirt. Sydney Green started down. Now she'll retreat back. Corners came crashing on that as Muse had started to square around. Swings away on that one, ripped it foul down the third base line. May Holly will retreat into the corner and get that one back in. Foul ball evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Squaring around, pulls that one back. Ball was high. 2-1 now. Again, Muse squares around. That one does. Gets the outside. I'll run the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one high and outside. Take it to a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a strikeout there as that catches the inside part of the plate. Second strikeout of the night for Terrell. Green dives back in at first base, and that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter. Right fielder, Macy Martin. Macy had a double, 1 for 1 on the day, ended up stranded at second after that double. Swings at the first pitch there, fouls it off. Swings at that one. Foul as it goes just wide of first base. 0-2 now the count to Martin. Change up. Martin fouls that one back into the netting. Count will remain no balls and 2 strikes. That one ball inside. Miller does a good job keeping it in front of her, quickly picking it up as Green retreats to first. ball there. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one rolled back up. Emma Corder gets through her legs. Green takes the turn, and she'll get into third. So the 2 base runners here in the 4th inning, both courtesy of Trojan errors. And we'll have runners at the corners as we head to the top of the lineup with Emily Bryant. Bryant 0 for 2 on the day. They strike out in her first at-bat and grounded out to the shortstop in her second at-bat. That one goes through. And Martin will advance to second. That one just misses outside. 2-0 now the count as Bryant steps back in. Catches the outside corner. Big swing from Bryant that time. Fouls it back. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outside. It'll be full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pop up in foul territory. Fogel moves over. It's going to land on top of the Bruin dugout. Everybody will go back, start over. 3-2 the count as Bryant will step back into the batter's box. Reaches out, grounder to Fogel. Fogel comes home, a perfect throw and safe. I believe he said the ball came loose from, and Emily Bryant just turns and runs to second. And now Coach Gumby going to come out of the first base dugout and ask what the reason was that the runner was safe at home. Whatever the explanation is, she returns to third. It looked like the ball beat the runner home. So Sydney Green scores that run for Trojans on a fielder's choice for Bryant. She does get the RBI. That'll bring up Jones. Now they've got Macy Martin in a pickle, and she's thrown out at home. A good throw from Minner. As when they faked the bunt, Minner moved over to third as Fogel came in. A good job by Miller. Now Miller's going to need an equipment change. I believe one of the straps on her face mask, or her catcher's mask, came off. So Martin's thrown that on home on a 2-5-2 putout. Bryant does advance to third, so there will be a runner on third. And Jones will step back in. 1 ball, no strikes to her. Jones 1 for 2 on the day. She had a single and a run scored in the opening inning and grounded out to the third baseman in her last at bat. 1 hit. Vogel knocks it down. Minner going to pick it up. Her throw across, not in time. And so it'll be an infield single for Jones. She gets the RBI as Bryant comes home to score. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, Angel Ashlock. Ashlock 1 for 2 on the day. She had a single and a run scored in the first inning. Reached on an error and then thrown out in her second at-bat, trying to advance to second base. That one fouled straight back. In the dirt. 2-1 now, the count to Ashlock. Madison Jones at first for the Bruins. Ball low. 3-1 now, the count to Ashlock. That'll be ball 4. So that'll put runners at first and second. So we get to the cleanup hitter, Peyton Bajer. Bajer 2 for 2 on the day with a couple of singles. Also has a stolen base. Popped up on the infield. Minner steps underneath it, makes the catch. And so the 4th inning will come to a close. But the Bruins able to extend their lead as there were 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 North Hardin errors, and 2 runners left on base. So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Our score, 4-1, Central Hardin on top. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 723-462-6, and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Due up in the bottom half of the 4th inning for the Trojans. That'll be 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. Bray Fogel, Emma Corder, and Grayson Lowry. Casey Gaddy back into the circle for the Bruins. Both of those runs in the top of the 4th to the Bruins, unearned. Vogel to the bat, swings at the first pitch. Vogel 0 for 0 on the day as she reached on a walk in the first inning. Was stranded at first. Gaddy quickly out ahead. 0-2 now the count. Swings at that one. Goes down on strikes. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, Emma Corder. Corder coming into this inning 0-1 on the day as she grounded out to the shortstop in the first inning. That in there for an opening strike. Changeup to out in front, swings through it. 0-2 now the count. That one fouled straight back. Count remains 0-2. One and two now the count as Quarter steps back in. Back-to-back strikeouts for Casey Gaddy. And that'll bring up the designated player, Grayson Lowry. Lowry 0 for 1 on the day. She had a strikeout in the second inning. Ball outside. That catches the inside corner, evens it up at 1-1. That one popped out of play. About halfway to the concession stand. That'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Gaddy strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Through 4 complete. Our score has the Bruins on top, 4-1 over the Trojans. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Reminder, we'll be back on the air Thursday night as it'll be baseball action, as North Hardin will travel to Central Hardin for 17th District action. First pitch scheduled for 5:30. Due up this inning for the Bruins. It's going to be 5, 6, 7 in the lineup. Annika Nichols, Casey Gaddy, and Bailey Richardson. Maggie Terrell in the circle for the Trojans. Wind continuing to blow now from right field to left field. This one's hit high in the air. Renee Holly goes over, makes the catch for the opening out of the top of the 5th. That's going to bring up Casey Gaddy. Gaddy 0 for 2 on the day. She popped out on the infield and then grounded out to the pitcher. guess that one was high. That looks like it's been a strike most of the afternoon. 1-0 now the count to Gaddy. Swings at that one, slow roller down the line. It'll be foul. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings that one back up the middle on the first hit of the day for Gaddy. Gets under the feet of Danielle Thompson. And so it'll be a single with an error. And the E8 gets Gaddy to second base and in scoring position. That's going to bring up the catcher, Bailey Richardson. Richardson 0 for 2. Popped out in the first inning, reached on an error in her last at bat in the 4th inning. Later came around to score the 3rd run of the day for the Bruins. Rips that one down the line. That's going to get into the corner. Gaddy will score easily. Actually, it's her courtesy runner, but it'll be a RBI double by Bailey Richardson. Sydney Green checks back in for her. Alyssa Gent was the runner for Gaddy. And courtesy runners here at the high school over for the pitchers and catchers. That one gets by Fogel. That'll be a base hit. And that's Alicia Hager there, and she gets an RBI single and advanced on the throw. And that's going to bring up Macy Martin. As Sydney Green scores her 2nd run of the day. And now it's 6-1 for the Bruins. 1 out on the top of the 5th inning. Martin 1 for 2 on the day, had a double and reached on an error in her last at bat and was thrown out at home. Trying to score on a ground ball to 3rd. Actually, she was caught after a ball low in the dirt. It's caught too far off the base. Miller does another good job as that one bounced in front of her. Able to pick it up, but then also able to keep Hager at second. And with that, Coach Gumby going to come out. Maggie Terrell's day will be over, as it'll be Grayson Lowry coming in to take her spot. Lowry, the designated player. So that will drop, and she'll just become the pitcher. The lineup again will stay the same. Reminder, will be back on the air Thursday night from Central Hardin High School, as it'll be baseball action, as the Bruins will host the North Hardin Trojans. We will take next week off for spring break, and when we come back on Tuesday, April the 9th, we'll have baseball action as Central Hardin will travel to E-Town. And then on Thursday of that week, on the 11th of April, it'll be E-Town traveling to Central Hardin in softball. All 17th District games are scheduled for a 5:30 first pitch time. Umpire comes out. He's going to let Lowry know what the situation is. There's 1 out, a runner at second base. That'll be Alicia Hager at second. Martin's going to step in. The count is 3-0 to Macy Martin. Gets that one in there, inside corner. 3-1 now, the count to Martin. That one hit right back up the middle. Going to be a base hit for Martin. Thompson quickly gets it in and gets away from Luna. Martin will move up on throwing error. So a single gets Hager to so 2 errors already in this inning. 3 hits for the Bruins, and now we're back to the top of the lineup with Emily Bryant stepping in. She big swing at that first one, fouled straight back. Bryant 0 for 3 on the day. She did reach on a fielder's choice in her last at bat, came around to score the 4th run for the Bruins. Now she steps to the plate. She's got runners at 2nd and 3rd. That one outside. Evens it up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Good job by Bryant holding up on that one again. High and outside. Runs the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. That one's hit deep down the line. Holly retreats. She's at the fence looking up. It's gone. Home run, Emily Bryant. A 3-run shot. And that will score Hager from 3rd, Martin from 2nd. And the Bruins breaking out the bats here in the 5th inning. They've scored 5 runs now. 5 runs in this inning. Runs it to 9-1 the score. That one in there for a strike as Madison Jones steps to the plate. Jones asks for time. Jones 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI and a run scored on 2 singles. That one outside. That one out of the way, just gets the into the bat on that one. 1-2 now the count. No runners on after the home run by Bryant. That one hit down the line. Luna does a good job keeping it in front of her. And that'll be a 3 unassisted for the 2nd out of the inning. And that's going to bring us to the first baseman, Angel Ashlock. Ashlock 1 for 2 on the day. Has a reach base on each of her at-bats. Has a run scored and a walk. Outside. That one hit over the shortstop's head. Thompson will move in front of it, and it'll be another single for Angel Ashlock. And that's going to bring us to the cleanup hitter, Peyton Bazier. Bazier will be the 9th hitter in this inning for the Bruins. Bazier 2 for 3 on the day. Pair of singles, also has a stolen base. That one low. 1-0 the count. That one hit. Bogle gets a glove on it. Minner comes over, doesn't throw it. So it'll be an infield hit for Bazier. And that'll advance Ashlock to second. So with runners on first and second, we'll get to Annika Nichols. Nichols 1 for 3 on the day with a pair of RBIs and a double. Popped out to the left fielder to start this inning. That one outside. Swings at that one's going to hit that into left center. Short hops the fence. And Ashlock scores easily. It'll be an RBI double for Nichols, her second of the day. As that'll get home Ashlock. Bazier held up at third by Coach Goodman. There'll be runners at second and third as we get to Casey Gaddy, pitcher. Gaddy had the first hit of this inning, a single. She's 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored. Swings at that one outside. 0-2 now the count. That one in the dirt. Miller again, a good job keeping it in front of her. Yes. And a strikeout for Gaddy will end the 5th inning, but not before the Bruins able to put 6 runs on the board. There were 6 runs on 8 hits, 2 runners left on base, and 2 North Hardin errors. So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Our score 10-1 with Central Hardin on top. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcast of all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can always check our past broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. Due up in the bottom half of the 5th inning for the Trojans. It'll be 9-1-2 in the lineup. Lakin Miller, Danny Thompson, and Ariana Luna. That one catches the outside corner. Casey Gaddy back in the circle for the Bruins. Swings through that pitch. 0-2 now the count. That one high. 1-2 now the count. That one high as well. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there's strike 3. 4 consecutive strikeouts now by Gaddy. Struck out the side in the 4th inning and opens the 5th with a strikeout of Miller. That'll get us back to the top of the lineup. Danny Thompson reached on a walk in the 1st inning and scored and grounded out to the 3rd baseman in her last at-bat. Change up high. That one low and outside. Bounces away from Richardson. Angel Ashlock, the first baseman, the only infielder not cheating in. That one slapped towards the shortstop. Jones quickly across the infield. Ash Thompson beats it out. An infield single for her. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, Ariana Luna, for the Trojans. Coach Goodman going to come out, ask for an explanation. Don't think he likes it. Yet I've never seen a coach come out and really agree with an umpire. Hager stayed in the lineup for the Bruins as she had checked in for Cassie Muse. Out in left field. That one hit. Bryant gets the gloves on it, keeps it on the infield. So back-to-back infield singles by the Trojans. Runners at first and second. And we'll get to the right fielder, Tony Melton. Melton 0 for 1 on the day. She reached on a walk in her first at-bat, had a stolen base, ended up being stranded at third. And outside. That one low and outside. 2-0 now the count. That outside. That in there for his 2 runs today. That one low. 1-0 the count. High and outside, runs the count to 2 balls and no strikes. That's going to be hit out till center field. It's deep. Thompson stops at the track, and Richardson collects the home run. Richardson now with 3 runs on the day. It's her second RBI of the day. That'll bring us to Alicia Hager. Hager 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI single and a run scored. Ball low. Oh, sorry. Thought it was low. It's called strike. Going high and outside, evens it up at 1 ball, 1 strike. That one fouled off right there at home plate. 1-2 now the count. One in the dirt. That one fouled off the end of the bat. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one hitting the left center. Back-to-back base hits for Hager. She rounds first. Going towards second. In there with a stand-up double. Back-to-back extra base hits by the Bruins. And that's going to bring us to the number 9 hitter, Macy Martin. Martin 2 for 3 on the day. Has reached base each time. Has 1 run scored. That one hit hard out to the second baseman. Goes off quarters glove. Hager going to spin, turn the corner, and come home. Recorded, that's her second error against Macy Martin. That'll bring us to the top of the lineup. Emily Bryant will step in. Bryant 1 for 4 with a 3-run home run in her last at-bat. Also reached on a fielder's choice, has 4 RBIs and 2 runs scored. 12-5 now our score as we're in the top of the 6th inning. That one hit back up the middle. Going to be a single. Thompson will get it back in as Martin will stop at second. So runners at first and second, no outs. We get to Madison Jones. Jones 2 for 4 on the day. Pair of singles and a run scored. That one outside. Change up a little high. 2-0 now the count. Lowry toes the rubber. That one hit towards Minner. It gets through her legs into the outfield. They're going to send Martin home. Bryant will jog into third, and after the single, advancing up will be Jones. We'll get the RBI for second of the day. Still no outs in the 6th inning. That's going to bring us to number 3 hitter, the first baseman, Angel Ashlock. Ashlock 2 for 3 on the day with a couple of runs scored. Coach Gumby now going to come out of the North Hardin dugout. Reminder, we'll be back on the air Thursday night. This will be baseball action. Dan McCamish and myself will be at Central Hardin High School as they will host the North Hardin Trojans. First pitch scheduled for 5:30 p.m. Then after the spring break, Tuesday, April 9th, we'll have baseball action again as Central Hardin will travel across town to take on the Elizabethtown Panthers. April 11th, Thursday, it'll be softball action as E-Town will travel to Central Hardin. Again, all 17th District games scheduled for a first pitch at 5:30. Ashlock steps back in. Lowry toes the rubber. 1-0 the count. That in there for a strike, evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1 now the count. That one was just outside. That one in the dirt. Good job by Miller again, scooping it up. 3 and 1 now the count to Ashlock. That one hit out towards Minner. Off her glove. That's going to score 1 run. All runners safe. The air is really starting to pile up against the Trojans. The runners at first and third, and will come up to the center fielder, Peyton Bazier. Bazier 2 for 4 on the day. Ashlock will move up. Actually, Bazier's 3 for 4 on the day. 3 singles, and did reach her other and popped out to the shortstop in her other at bat. That one low. He ends it up at 1 ball, 1 strike. It's going to be hit out towards center. Thompson moving over, going back, and a home run for Peyton Bazier. 3rd home run of the day for the Bruins. That scores Jones from 3rd, Ashlock from 2nd. Makes our score 17-5 with Central Hardin on top. And that's going to bring us to the second baseman, Annika Nichols. Nichols 2 for 4 on the day with 2 RBI doubles, 3 RBIs on the day. It's the only starter for the Bruins not to score in the ball game. One and one now the count to Nichols.
Ball low. One hit out towards center. Thompson comes racing in, now stops. Goes off her glove to the ground, and Nichols advances to second. Eighth error of the ball game for the Trojans. Third of this inning. Now we get to Casey Gaddy. Gaddy 1 for 4 on the day with a run scored. That's hit out towards center field. Thompson really only takes a couple of steps to her right and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Nichols stays at second. And that'll bring us back to the catcher, Bailey Richardson. Richardson 2 for 4 on the day, 3 runs scored. He led off this inning with a home run to deep center. 1-0 the count. Good job by Miller snagging that one out of the air. It's going to keep Nichols at second. That one hit towards Fogel, goes off her into the outfield. Nichols turns, comes in, ball high, gets past Miller, but and Richardson and back in. Hager now to the plate. Hager 2 for 2 on the day with 2 runs scored. That one hit down the third baseline. It's foul. Just out of the reach of Fogel. Sidney Green, the courtesy runner for Bailey Richardson at first. That one thrown over the head of Miller. Green will advance to second. That one's popped up on the infield. Minder comes over, makes the catch. That'll be 2 outs in the inning. And they'll get to the number 9 hitter, Macy Martin. Martin 2 for 4 on the day. Has reached 3 times and has a couple of runs scored. That one hit. Minner gets to it. It's going to be an infield single. Good job by Minner to keep it on the infield. Prevents Green from scoring. So there'll be runners at the corners as we get back to the top of the lineup. Emily Bryant. Bryant 2 for 5 on the day with 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored. That one pops straight up. Minner calls everyone off and makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. But a big inning for the Bruins as they score 8 runs. On 6-7 hits. There were 3 North Hardin errors and 2 runners left on base. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Our score, Central Hardin 18, North Hardin 5. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools Live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, Eton Exterminating, and West Point Bank. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be 8-9-1 in the Trojan lineup. 2 up will be the pitcher Grayson Lowry, the catcher Lakin Miller, and the center fielder Danielle Thompson. Casey Gaddy remains in the circle for the Bruins. Emily Bryant has moved over to shortstop. Emma Case has come in and she will be playing at third base, like taking the position of Madison Jones in the lineup. Strike on the outside corner. Catches the inside corner. Gaddy working very quickly. That one high, 1-2 now the count to Lowry. Lowry on the day 0 for 2. Struck out in both of her at bat. Two and two now the count. That one fouled straight back. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bryant's was a 3-1. The last one was by Richardson. Yeah. Azier's was a solo as well. And Lowry strikes out. And that'll bring up her battery mate, Lakin Miller. Another 0 for 2 on the day as she flew out to left field and had a strikeout. Oh and 1 the count now to Miller. Fouls that one straight back, runs the count to 0 and 2. That'll be strike 3. And that'll send us to the top of the lineup. Danny Thompson to the plate for the Trojans. Thompson 1 for 2 on the day. Reached on a walk and has a couple of runs scored. That one hit out to left. Coming in is Hager. makes the catch, and that will do it for the ball game as the 10-run rule comes into effect. And so the Bruins will move to 5-2 on the season, 1-0 in district play, while the Trojans fall to 2-1 on the season and even their record up 1-1 in the 17th district play. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools Live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable, unlimited plan anywhere. Anytime Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Reminder, we will be back on the air Thursday night at 5:30 p.m. as it'll be baseball action, as the North Hardin Trojans will travel to Cecilia to take on the Central Hardin Bruins. For all of our workers here at HCEC-TV, for Mr. Dale Mings, I'm Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night.
This has been a Hardin County Educational Community Television production. Live local sports are on Brandenburg Channel 1, and all rebroadcasts are on Brandenburg and Comcast Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and on our YouTube site. Also check out our live sporting events on nfhs.com or visit us at hardin.k12.ky.us. Hardin County Educational Community Television, located in Hardin County, Kentucky, a division of Hardin County Schools, airing on Brandenburg, Comcast, Spectrum, and also airing online.
Providing live coverage of local high school sports.
Covering community and school events, while teaching students along the way.
HCEC-TV, the area's leading educational and government access channel, training the next generation of media arts students.
Control your home even when you're not there with Brandenburg Telecom's home automation service. Turn lights on and off, lock and unlock doors, and change settings on your thermostat using your smartphone or tablet. Stop worrying whether or not you remembered to close the garage door, and save money by programming your thermostat to reduce energy used when you're not home. Call Brandenburg Telecom for a free quote and enjoy the convenience of having home automation, phone, TV, and internet service, all from one local company.
All right, son, you ready to open your first savings account?
Yes, I am.
West Point Bank has been growing with our customers for over 30 years. We know what it takes to support them in every stage of their life. You need a bank that you know and trust to help you reach your goals and make your dreams come true. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple.
You have a choice because not all physical therapy is the same.
So when you need physical therapy, come to the one chosen as Hardin County's Reader's Choice winner 4 years in a row.
We are always working to better educate and stay ahead of the latest advancements in physical therapy.
Physical therapy can get you back doing what you love to do.
If you're experiencing pain, loss of mobility, or just want to feel better,
come see us at Physical Therapy Associates in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Hodgenville, and now open in Brandenburg.
Hey everyone, Ryan here. I just wanted to announce some exciting news that I'm officially a licensed realtor. I've been a part of a championship-winning basketball team, a conference-winning Bellarmine golf team, and now I'm part of an award-winning real estate team, JT Pitts & Associates at RE/MAX Premier Properties. If you have any real estate questions, real estate needs, or just want to reach out, please don't hesitate to call or send me a message. My number is right below. I'm ready to bring that winning mentality to the real estate industry so I can give my clients the service they deserve. Thanks.
Bluegrass Cellular's faster data speeds and more complete coverage keep you connected to your community, no matter where life takes you. Whether you're exploring your own backyard or forging new paths across the country. Talk better, text better, play better, and share better. Here, there, and everywhere. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
E-Town Exterminating, a locally owned, family-run pest control company, has been serving Hardin County and the surrounding area since 1976. E-Town Exterminating provides pest control for residential and commercial properties. E-Town Exterminating on Ring Road in Elizabethtown. Phone 737-6900.
E-Town Exterminating, what the buzz is all about.
For additional information on HCEC-TV programming, call 270-769-8855 or email Gina Ryan at hardin.kyschools.us. On behalf of HCEC-TV, we would like to thank all of our live coverage sponsors.